Hi, how are you? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nancy Wyman. I am the Lieutenant Governor, and it's great to have all of you here tonight. And I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight. Let me first give a scenario of how we're going to handle this tonight. As many of you know, you signed up to ask questions. First, the governor will come out. I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh, Governor, you're here. Thank you very much.
I have not heard this presentation.
I know, I want you to hear it now. So what I'm going to do is first introduce your mayor, and then the mayor is going to introduce the governor, and I will disappear to be down here with the microphone, and I become the old Vanna White. I go down there, and I will, after the governor speaks, I will call two names. One, the first person that speaks, and the second person to be ready. I will tell the governor what the issues were that you signed up for, and we will try to get as many questions and answers in as possible tonight. So what I would ask you to do is that when you do, your name is called, please come up to the microphone back here so that we're ready so that we can keep everything rolling. So I want to thank you all for coming out, and now it's my privilege and honor to introduce a young man that I've known when he was a very, very young man, because I had the privilege of serving with his father and his mother, his grandfather and his mother in the legislature. Your mayor, Ryan Bingham.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And I don't know if you guys agree, but she definitely looks a lot younger than Vanna White. But no favor there.
Oh my God. There's honesty in this room.
Yeah. First off, thank you very much for coming and for taking the time out of your night to both listen, but most importantly, ask questions that are important to you, to our state, to our city, of the governor. And I just want to thank the governor before he starts. This is actually his third time in Torrington talking about various issues. Third time in Torrington doing town hall forums. There's probably countless number of times he's come and visited local businesses, met with the Chamber of Commerce, and a number of other visits. There's one thing that at least those of us on the opposite side of the party agree, and that is this governor believes in something and he stands by that belief. He'll address, he'll answer your questions, and I think we have to respect that, and I certainly do. So without further ado, let's thank the governor for coming and appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor. Great to be back. I have been here a whole lot, but this is the third town hall style meeting, but certainly have been proud to attend a number of events, even one of your Thursday night summer events, and so it's great to be here. Before I do anything else, I'd like to call Jim Riley and Jennifer up here if you want to come up with me. One of the things that I've used these occasions for in doing these town hall meetings is to recognize outstanding person or cause in a community, and I get to give an official statement. So I'm going to read it. On behalf of the state of Connecticut, I, Daniel P. Malloy, Governor, take great pleasure in honoring and recognizing Joyce Riley. This recognition is a testament to her selfless dedication and commitment to the city of Torrington, its citizens, and the state of Connecticut. As the Torrington Area Youth Services Bureau Program Coordinator, she led the annual toy drive for more than 2 decades. Known throughout Torrington as the Christmas Angel, she worked diligently for the toy drive, providing toys to more than 700 needy children last year. Joyce Riley will be remembered for the indelible mark she left on the Torrington community through selfless charity, kindness, and devotion to the lives of others. Her love for her community and her compassion for others will be deeply missed throughout the Torrington community. Therefore, I, Daniel P. Malloy, Governor of the State of Connecticut, do hereby convey honor and recognition to Joyce Riley in the State of Connecticut. Thank you. So here, I do these meetings to answer questions, to have discussions, and to make sure that I'm hearing from folks. Some of the things that we've been working on diligently this year, obviously, is first and foremost the budget. We have a biennium budget in the state of Connecticut, meaning a 2-year budget. State constitution requires that I present that budget, actually this year, February 5th. It doesn't get finalized, interestingly enough, by law until the first week of June. So we are solidly in the middle of that process, and will be for a while. In fact, I had a conversation with the mayor, who has the hard job of developing a local budget without knowing what the state budget is going to be. As a guy who had to do that as mayor for 14 years, and before that as a member of the Board of Finance for 11 years, and one in the Board of Education, I understand how difficult it is. If there's anything I could do, Mayor, to expedite that, I would. I could, believe me. Unfortunately, I can't. Two main committees of cognizance, that oversee the budget formulation, will issue their reports and recommendations by Friday, and then that will have to be negotiated, and we'll figure out where we are. But certainly, I'll keep the local communities in mind as we try to develop a budget. But I do want to say that that budget represented what I think our priorities need to be, and that's pre-K through graduate school education and job creation, and a commitment not to raise taxes in the state of Connecticut any further. So we're working diligently on that. We brought that budget into line. When I first became governor, we had a $3.6 billion deficit, the largest per capita deficit in the nation. We have wrestled that down significantly. We will end the current year in balance, and we will approve a budget that is in balance and projected to be in balance for the next 2 years. I certainly hope that the substantial progress that we're trying to make on education will be foremost in the legislature's mind when they finalize that budget, but there certainly are lots of other things that they have to take into consideration, and I appreciate that and understand that as well. With that, I'm happy to enter in and have discussions on the items that are of import. I know that the Lieutenant Governor, who I want to thank for being here. At first, we didn't think you were going to make it because we thought the Senate was going to be in session, but you're here.
The Senate delayed it, so I could be here. That's nice.
Very nice. So at any rate, if you would start